Where do we want to go with this one tonight? I mean, do you want to go with, the point guard in his own world? Do we want to go with 12 turnovers in the first half? Do we want to go with the big man who had 11 points in the first half and not a single shot attempt in the third quarter when the coach is talking about hierarchy? He's talking about hierarchy. Well, if the hierarchy is supposed to go Brunson 1, Karl 2, then how is it that Karl, in the entire starting five, has the least amount of field goal attempts? That doesn't really make too much sense, does it? 5 shot attempts for Karl-Anthony Towns tonight. Brunson, 19. Yeah, Mikal Bridges running around like a chicken without a head. 17. Josh Hart, the slipper's falling off. 11. The dog is ice cold. 9. If there's a hierarchy, how is it that your all-star big man is getting 5 shot attempts? Very weird game. Best player on the court tonight was the block nest monster, Mitchell Robinson, who didn't even start the game. You're going up against the Twin Towers. You got the undersized Hart out there. You got Allen disrespecting him. He can't make him pay. Hart's been ice cold coming out of the All-Star break. As soon as Mitch comes in, he puts Allen back in the crib. Not only that, on the second chance opportunities, he's your best playmaker because nobody's playmaking for anybody. Starting with the point guard who's moving like he's in quicksand. You look at Harden, you look at Donovan Mitchell, they go 13 for 36. And you're nowhere in this game because you're stumbling and bumbling all over the place, turning the ball over, careless turnovers. Not even turnovers like trying to make a play. We're dribbling foot trick turnovers. Pathetic. This is not even the second night of a back-to-back. Maybe it's the fact that they're playing in Cleveland because the place is such a dump. Maybe they got depressed. Because I can't understand how in the Battle of the East, you got this team, you're one game up on this team. Well, not anymore because it's tied. Luckily, they won the season series. But how do you not even show up for this game? Yeah, you could say they were bricking. Yeah, of course, make a mislead. They were bricking, but they weren't. There was no life to this team tonight. Except for Mitchie. Thank God the coach did away with the Sohan experiment. I'm already done with that. He's got to be situational of situational, meaning like if there's 5 seconds left in the first quarter, 5 seconds left in the half, we'll put him out there to get a stop. It was so bad he had to go see what Clarkson had in the tank tonight. Rotations all over the place. And on the telecast, I think it's on the MSG telecast, I think it was, where, or maybe it was the Peacock telecast. I had to switch between the two of them just based on what I was doing prior to. And they're talking about, Mike Brown's talking about, the resiliency of this team. This team is so resilient. This team is so resilient. Not really. They're up and down. You don't know what this team really is. You don't know what their identity is. They give you high highs, they give you low lows like tonight. And if we look back over the last 4 games, you got washed by Detroit. You could look at the Houston game as what a comeback, what grittiness, but you were up 13 to all the way to being down 18. You had to claw your way back into that game against a team shouldn't be better than you. Then you go into Chicago, you almost get embarrassed by them if the big bodega doesn't save you. So he saves you the last 2 games. You were paying by getting them 5 shots tonight. Point guard looking like he's playing in his own world tonight. I mean, I like the Dean Wade matchup, and from a Cavs perspective, I think that's a good look for them. They tried that earlier in the series, and that seems to slow them down. Another thing I like that the Cavs did, Tommy Beard put a dope stat out there in terms of the most points per possession in guard-guard duos, guard-guard screens. The Shamet-Brunson screen has been pretty formidable. I like what the Cavs did. They were very aggressive in locking those screens out. But other than that, I didn't really see anywhere to be impressed with this Cavs team where the Knicks shouldn't have been washing them by 20-plus points. But then another part of the issue, it's a make or miss league. The shots aren't falling. So why not go inside? Oh, yeah. The guy that can get them some inside points had 5 shot attempts the entire game. You have the other guy, Mr. Iron Man, who you want to be attacking the basket, doing pirouettes, up and unders, reverses, anything but to go straight to the basket and draw some contact. His team is gaining on him. Look at the standings. Look at the schedule. You should have an easy one in Milwaukee, but hey, nothing is guaranteed the way this team is playing. Then you get Wemby and the boys on Sunday. Just watch the Pistons up in their own building. Then you get Toronto. At Toronto, you got to go back to T.C. RJ and the boys. Who knows what could go down there? And they're right behind you. 3 games behind you. Then you get the champs coming to the Garden, and then you got to go out west. Denver, LA back-to-back, another back-to-back. This team got to get it together, man. They have to get it together. They're just all over the place. 109 the Cavs put up tonight. There was nothing impressive about this Cavs team tonight. And the Knicks, they couldn't even muster up 100 points. 94 points. 27% from downtown. $67% for the charity stripe. He can't even play Mitchie all that much. He went 4 times, he made 1. He missed 3. You had 18 missed free. You had 4 missed more or 7 more free throws missed between the rest of the group. Let's get to the key stats of the night. It took us long enough. We were kind of hiding from it because it was brutal tonight, but we'll get to it. Let's break it all down. We always do.
Oh, boy.
Cavs shoot 43% from the field tonight. Knicks, 41%. I like to look this stat up. Since the break, what are the Knicks shooting from 3?
From the break? So from All-Star break, you mean?
Yeah. What are they shooting from 3 from the break? They shoot 27% from downtown tonight to 37% for the Cavs. Once again, the free throw line was not kind to them. They shoot 67% from the charity stripe, 73% for the Cavs. I did say Mitch did account for 3 out of those 7 misses. So, yes, okay, he did. And then you had 4 more misses across the team. Both teams tied in rebounds tonight, 44 apiece. Both teams tied in assists tonight at 23. But here I go again with the Knicks with the turnovers. 17 turnovers leading to 17 Cavs points. And the Cavs, conversely, was very tight with the ball. 11 turnovers led to 10 Knicks points. Knicks did win the fast break battle 9-8 for whatever it's worth. Points in the paint go to the Knicks 46-42. And then you had largest lead of the night, 2 for the Knicks, the opening shot, and 20 for the Cavs. Cavs led this one 97% of the time. Complete wash.
Pulling up the stats right here, just waiting for my computer to load so that way we could see what they were shooting the last 4 games. So through the last 4 games, the Knicks were shooting. Man, this NBA.com, man. Get it together.
Yeah,
Get
they're a
it
little
together.
tough. I hate their stat sheet.
Yeah, but okay, here we go. Knicks are shooting. They're 10th right now. They're shooting 35% from downtown. But they're in like a they're like in a 10 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. They're in an 8-way tie of shooting 35% from downtown right now. So, not the greatest.
Yeah, bricking.
But oh, sorry. My apologies. That was 35 attempts they're putting up.
Okay,
They're
yeah, what's the
shooting-
percentage? Got to be low.
31.
Okay, yeah, got to be low. Got to be low. Well off their 40.
Yeah. So they're in a 10-way tie shooting 31%.
Yeah.
Brutal.
It is brutal indeed. So, okay, are you going with the threes? You going with the threes for your
Yeah,
your
man,
key
I'm
stat?
going to go with the threes for my key stats just because this is a team that relies heavily on their stats, on their threes, and they're not doing that right now. So if they're not hitting the threes, man, they got to be able to figure out how to attack the paint. That's once again getting to Karl-Anthony Towns. That's once again Jalen Brunson being more efficient getting downhill. That's Josh Hart getting out in transition and doing what he does best. And they just weren't doing that tonight. They completely went away from their game script. And next thing you know, you just have a team that is just floundering and looks effortless out there and struggling to get up points, man. So I'm going to go with the 3-point shots for tonight. And they're 26 right now. They're 26.
26.
For threes. 3-point percentage right
yes.
now over the last 4 games.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. For me, no doubt it was the turnovers. I think it was a big factor in them just not having any type of flow, any type of groove tonight. But it was just it's just to me there's a quality to turnovers. But the ones where you're just literally throwing it across court in traffic, you're dribbling it off your foot, those are careless turnovers. Like, it's the ones where it's just like, yo, did you even show up tonight? Where you just completely clocked out. Those are the type of turnovers that you just can't afford. And I thought I saw from this team far too much. And for a team who is typically known to take care of the ball, and I think that's why it's the most frustrating, because it's like, yo, man, like, you're in a big game. You're up against a team that is 5-1 since they brought in Harden. They're at home. You got to raise your level of play, man. Not be looking like you're going through walkthroughs.
Would you say this team has a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde to it, or
Big
no?
time. Not a little,
Okay.
a lot. A lot of Jekyll and Hyde to it. So it's just like, what are we doing, man? I don't know. We'll get him back. We will get him back. But you know what is back? Key stats of the night. Guess who's back?
Shady.
Prize Picks. Prize Picks, back with KFTV and back in New York, Alex. Shoot your shot on Prize Picks and get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup, and that is with code KFTV. That's right, Prize Picks is giving you $50 in lineups just for getting started, and you already know that makes every dunk, every dime, every board hit different. We've been building lineups when we were with Prize Picks, and it's pretty simple, man. You just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections every night. We're going to be getting it back into the groove with our Prize Picks and with our Knicks lineups, and that's it. If your picks are right, you cash in. And with the Knicks rolling, or they were rolling, I'm looking at, hey, with Brunson's points, maybe it's Cat's points once they get him the ball back. Maybe you're stacking a couple projections here. Maybe it's a couple offensive rebounds for the Block Nest Monster. So you got it all there, Prize Picks, and they've got early payouts. So if your player gets off to a hot start, you can lock in on your winnings before the game even ends. Prize Picks is available in all 50 states. It's quick to deposit. Withdrawals are fast and secure, and you can even follow the social feed to see what the communities are building. from different players to your player influencers on down. So don't miss out. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code KFTV to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code KFTV to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineups. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
We were never in this game, man, off rip, right?
Yeah.
We were steps slow all game long. Mike Brown, the rotations were atrocious tonight, man. Dude, I knew he was lost. Where in the third quarter, I saw a Diawara sighting and a Clarkson sighting. I was like, oh, like they haven't played for a week. Like
Searching. That's what Tibbs would call searching. He's searching out there.
Yeah, I get it. Like, he's looking for a spark. But I mean, again, like these guys haven't really had consistent playing time for like a week, man. More than that. Like, JB needs to be better, bro. I mean, he's the leader of this team, and he needs to ultimately lead the charge, man. And part of that is making sure Cat is featured, man. And him getting 5 shots tonight is that's unforgivable, bro. I mean, just for tonight, right?
Yeah.
We got more basketball to go. But it's his job to make sure that Karl-Anthony Towns is featured in the offense and gets more than 5 shots. I mean, that's ridiculous. 1 shot in the second half. That's just that really got to me tonight. Mitch was fantastic, but to only get 19 minutes and the impact that he was having while he was out there was also a joke. Mike Brown not seeing that. I agree with you, CP. That Twin Tower lineup was needed tonight.
Yeah.
Mikal Bridges, bro. Now he is who he is, right? I mean, he's a good mid-range shooter, good defender. But I mean, I hate to disrespect players, man, because they go out there and put their heart on the line. But I hate to say soft, but I mean, he just plays a soft game, man. I mean, look at I don't have an issue with, like you said earlier, CP, like with him being featured early and getting those mid-range shots up. But bro, those attempts at the rim are scared attempts.
It's like it's crazy, bro. Crazy.
Bro, he literally does not want any kind of contact. Bro, how many times do you see Mikal? He's one-on-one, he's cooking a little bit, he gets somebody on his right shoulder, he has a step on him, but he takes a fadeaway shot towards the sideline. Bro, you have the lane. Go to the basket, embrace the impact, force the refs to make a call, or you'll make a tough bucket right through contact. I never see it.
Yeah.
Ever.
100%.
And I got a question for you guys. Of course, like I said, JB needs to be the leader and make sure Cat gets featured. But do you think, and I know this is not Cat's personality, right? But I think he has to be more demanding also.
Yeah, but as you see with the Shaq interview, he's too nice of a guy, and that's what Shaq was trying to get through to him.
Right. And that's why
he's not going to demand the ball because he knows it's Cap's team. He doesn't want to ruffle those feathers.
Right. But bro, that's why I didn't have a problem with Shaq. I love that Shaq did that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't understand all the fans making a big deal out of, oh my God, oh yeah, he's calling. No, he's not. He's calling it for what it is. Shaq's been there, he's done it.
Right.
And I get it. Cat is not that kind of player that Shaq was in terms of his dominance. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. We're with you.
Yeah. In terms of his dominance and that type of player, that forceful kind of player. But bro, you can't tell me that Cat doesn't have the skill set and the strength, because we've seen it, to get down into the post and put some work in down there, right? And he'll definitely draw a crowd like we see all the time, and it would open up the perimeter for our guys to actually get the defense in rotation, so we could actually be in a situation where we could take advantage of our strengths and get into the lane and create open shots from the perimeter.
Yeah. It's a good
But
take, man.
we don't
It's a good
we
take.
don't do that. We don't do that.
It's good
And
take,
we
bro.
I appreciate that. But JB needs to be the guy to lead that charge.